No, giving those photos away.
We're back here for season 4, which is brilliant. Another 8 episodes, fun-packed, lots of crime, lots of people solving crime, lots of new characters. We've also got some of our loved characters from seasons 1 to 3. We've got Marlene, Callum, Ryan in the police station. We've got Nicole and Clint in the Commodore, with a new barmaid who you're all going to love. And we've got a new family coming in that you'll really like.
Well, the big news this year is that Port Devine Police have got a new inspector in the shape of Eve Dunlop, played by the brilliant Tara Lynn O'Neill. Eve was born and grew up in Port Devine, where she lived with her lovely mother, Lois Dunlop, and for mysterious reasons, she has moved back to Port Devine to take up the inspector's post. If you keep watching, you'll find out why she's here. Somebody who's not delighted is Marlene, because she and Eve were friends at school, and let's just say, had a bit of a falling out.
Yes, Eve, you did. Leave me in the lurch. Well, Marlene. But what I don't understand is what the hell you're doing back here.
I suppose what my character has to face, it's her past. I mean, she's coming back to Port Devine. She left when she was a teenager, and she's at a certain age of her life. Her child's grown up and is about to fly the nest, and what she's left with is memories and ghosts, and she has a whole season to work out how she moves forward with them or leave them behind.
Well, along with our new Inspector Eve, we also have a new detective. Now, he might be connected to Eve, but I could tell you that, but I'd have to kill you.
So we've seen Marlene fall in love. We've seen her, kind of be there for her friends. This season, we see her hit rock bottom, in a way. There's trauma and tragedy for Marlene this year, which has been really, really lovely to play. So we see a side of Marlene that we haven't seen before, that vulnerability. Because obviously, Marlene's always the person that doesn't get her happy end. This year, yeah, there's a bit of heartbreak for Marlene.
So Nicole is getting to live out her dream of becoming a mother. It's been all she's ever wanted, but it does come with a lot of complications. So there are some challenges for her along that front, but I don't think that they keep her down too much, because ultimately she's becoming a mother and that's all she's ever wanted to do.
Clint has a very big challenge coming up in Series 4. He is about to become a father, but we don't know if the baby is his. So a big challenge for Clint is that he may have to bring up another man's child.
So at the end of Series 3, Joe and Callum are very happy and going to be heading to Belfast. But with the pregnancy of Nicole, things can get a little bit tricky. So I think as Series 4 begins, we soon find out that maybe there's a few more challenges facing Callum with the baby arrival, and moving to Belfast is maybe up in the air. So he's trying to work out his relationship with Joe and the pregnancy involving Nicole and Clint. And then there's also just the daily pressures of the police station, and Callum's taking on a bit more responsibility in Series 4. He's not the cub anymore.
In episode 1 of Series 4 of Hope Street, in the crime story, we go to a very disreputable pub on the outskirts of Port Devine, where we meet the barmaid Brandy, who's quite a character. And all I say is keep your eye on her.
I'm just the hired eye candy.
Okay.
Brandy is a firecracker. She is very, very, very all-consuming as a person, very intense.
Ryan has a great relationship this series with Brandy, who is a real firecracker, I think is okay to say. Trying to balance his love for her and her energy to being a good policeman can prove to be quite difficult, but you'll have to wait and see.
I don't even know if I work here anymore.
So what are you going to do?
I guess I'm going to have to find another job.
Nicole Devine Dunwoody at the Commodore, she's looking for staff. You know what they could do with behind the bar? Some eye candy.
Ross has the battle of any 17-year-old who's doing exams, and on top of that he has personal struggles.
You were upset, why? I've been getting a hard time at school about the fact I'm seeing someone. Why did you think you grief about that? Because it's a boy.
I think Chloe moving from London to Port Devine is one of her biggest challenges that she has, and kind of blending into a family. She's finding her feet, I think, in a new place, and being young as well. She's like finding connections and bonds with people and just basically kind of starting afresh in a way.
Lois has to re-examine her prejudices through being brought back into living in close proximity with her family again, particularly with the younger generation. So that's good for anybody. So I think it's her black and white thinking becomes a bit more grey.
He is trying to do the best by his wife, trying to do the best by his son. I don't know whether he fancies someone else or not, but that's just another fine mess that he doesn't need to get into.
I think what's really great about Series 4 is we have a whole new family, lots of new characters, we have a new police station, and yet it's still exactly the same show as it's ever been.
The thing about Hope Street is it shows Northern Ireland at its best. The real warmth that you get from Northern Irish people and having some fun along the way.
Sometimes we'll be filming on like a busy street and you feel like you could be inconveniencing people, but instead people don't seem inconvenienced. They seem really excited about what we're doing and they seem so supportive.
They are out in droves watching us film, and they always have lovely things to say about the show, always want pictures, and are genuinely like really glad that we're here.
It is a gorgeous place to come and work, and when the sun is shining, it's absolutely stunning to look out to the sea and breathe in the sea air. So that's a big, big plus and a favourite thing of mine.
Give yourself 45 minutes off and come spend some time in Port Devine, where we will solve a problem, we will solve a crime, and generally that is solved by people communicating and talking to each other.